Yo, what's up, chat? It's your boy Suge again. I'm back with another video. Got this June berry. I be drinking these when I ain't driving. I ain't gonna lie, I honestly like the taste of Red Bull. Y'all let me know what's y'all favorite like energy drink or favorite Red Bull. Drop it down below. You got any questions, drop them down below. I normally put my email in the box or whatever, or it's always on the channel, so you always feel free to email me. This is the channel where I keep it real. I'm giving y'all the sauce, and in return, I just need y'all to like the video. That's it. I'm finna train soon. I don't know who my first trainer, I'm a trainer. I don't know who my first trainee gonna be, but it could be you. Or you in the back. Could be you. I don't know. We gonna find out very soon who my first student gonna be. And yeah, you know, I'm giving the sauce on YouTube, but I'm gonna be giving more sauce in person. I'm gonna be giving more sauce in person. Cause it's something I like, if you don't ask, then I'm not gonna think of it. But in a truck, I can easily think about stuff because I'm doing it at the time. Like, you know, I had one student, I don't know, man. Sometimes, like, you know, you ask your trainer certain questions and he just like, I guess he ain't working with them, but he's gonna get his 240 over with so he can get out the truck and get his own truck. It ain't nothing too crazy. It ain't nothing that he can't handle for real. It was just a simple question, so he asked me. I'm willing to help you out. I mean, hey, goal is to help out the next driver. A lot of people out here, they don't really, I don't know, I feel like it ain't really like a stick together thing out here. But if you're a Steven driver, well, we gonna stick together. Like, I see Steven driver, I give him that deuce. Like, what's up, man? Or if I see one, like, I'll start conversating with one, depending on, like, you know, if I want to conversate or if I got something to talk about or ask or something. This video, I probably should have put my notebook out because it's so much stuff I can talk about with me switching from company to contractor. And this video, I'm gonna make it like probably 30 minutes because I'm gonna give y'all the in and out. Like, I'm almost to my 30 day of being a contractor. Basically, I'm a full year in and I'm finna be a trainer. So all of this stuff is happening pretty fast. I could have been, you know, switched to contractor and stuff like that, but I wanted to get all the information on the company side that I feel like I need to know before I switch over to more so on the business side. First, I want to start off saying the company and contractor, as far as process with picking up loads and dropping off loads and, you know, scanning in paperwork and stuff like that, that part is not too much different. You still gonna weigh your loads, still gonna do the same thing. Like, that part is not too much different. What else not to? You still gonna wash your trailer out every each load, so that don't change. They still cover. Well, I would say one of the difference is you gonna cover stuff dealing with your truck. Like, if you have any problem with your truck or whatever, you're gonna have to cover it. They gonna cover everything with the trailer as a contractor. With a company, they cover everything. You don't have to worry about nothing for real. Just drive, do your pre-trip and post-trip. So yeah, I had realized that. Well, I mean, I've been realizing. They've been told me, you know, pretty much you gonna cover everything. So if I cover everything, when something go wrong, I gotta now use my brain to figure out what's the best way to go by, you know, certain situations. So like how I think I made the video about the flat tire. Now, Stevens, they were gonna send somebody out, you know, mobile, and with the contractor side, they gonna cover it, and you gonna have, you know, the business account, the maintenance account, and pretty much when something go wrong with the truck, it's gonna come out your maintenance account, and it's not gonna be like, you know, right away, nothing crazy, nothing like that. It's gonna be small amounts, but they're gonna cover it up front, and then on the back end, small amounts gonna get taken out your maintenance. You're gonna be putting money in every week, and you ain't gonna even just notice that it's just building for real, and over time you're gonna realize you got like 1,000, 2,000, whatever, anything like that in your business, well, your maintenance account. So in that case, you know, when I had to get that tire, a mobile tire person or whatever, man, that's still gonna be like $600 or more. If it's cheaper, I'd be surprised. But the dude told me like an hour 30 wait. I couldn't wait that long, only because I had a load that it need to be due. It's already a repower, so it was due at a certain time. So I'm trying to get extra money, and when you get caught with the unexpected, you got to figure out pretty quick. So where I was at, it was a tire shop, but nobody was there. But the dude, the owner, he slowly pulled up. So that's when I, you know, talked to him. And then Michelin, they was hitting me up eventually like 10-15 minutes later, telling me they ETA. But the dude was willing like to get me in and told me, you know, the price and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this sound like a way better deal, because I already know what to expect from them. They not finna charge me no $280. They gonna charge me about $500-600. And then it's already gonna take them 2 hours to get out. So that right there just helped me and showed me like, okay, you learning, get stuff done your type of way. And you on the back end, I believe that they're gonna just either stop taking some money out of my maintenance account or put the 300, you know, pay me the 300 out of my maintenance or whatever. I just have to report it to them, and I don't know exactly what they're gonna do for real. I don't know. Cause something like that, I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna submit it to the bookkeeping to make sure I write that off. That's the difference too. A lot of stuff out here, since, I mean, you technically, your truck, everything you buy for the truck now is considered, you know, a tax write-off. So windshield wipers, the oil, the fluids and stuff like that you buy here, everything you buy for the truck now, you better keep that receipt and you just write it off. I'm trying to see, I got, for the most part, I got everything pretty much wrote off. I still gotta submit like maybe like 2 or 3 more receipts for this week. I might start doing it a different way, start sending in like monthly receipts or something. Cause every week I know I'm probably working a mess out of bookkeeping, but I pay them. Well, I mean, they get paid $6 a week. So hey, I just do it so I don't forget. That'll be a thing too. The difference between, I say, company and contractor. Another difference, when you company, your manager, he or she gonna try to keep you busy, but it's not like you don't really, I would say you really don't gotta just be busy for it. Like, you don't gotta, like, they don't gotta give you the biggest loads ever or nothing like that. And you know, it's really, they want to see how you run and stuff like that. If you a driver that like to chill or whatever, and they know you just cool with like 2,000 miles a week or something like that. Some drivers out here are doing 2,000 miles a week. But then when you're a contractor and now you got to pay for this lease, you understand that after a certain amount of miles, your lease is covered and then the rest is yours. So the first 2 days of the week, for me, that's my lease. The rest of the week is all me. So yeah, that's why I say the difference is also, when you contract, you more so gonna be on it more. Because when I went to somewhere, I had seen a lot of Steven drivers just chilling or whatever. I had delivered in the morning, like maybe by 7. Well, I delivered like at 5 in the morning. It was a drop. So I delivered that drop. I went to the pilot. I seen so many Stevens there. And I'm like, man, dispatch opened up at like 8. I don't have no pre-plan. It's Saturday. My manager not in. So some other manager got to be working on, you know, my truck or whatever, my truck number. They got to be working on giving me a load. And I'm like, soon 8 hit, I called dispatcher, because the way I look at it, the manager really like the middleman. If they don't keep you busy, call the plug. We calling dispatcher, and they didn't answer right away, so you just leave a voicemail with your truck number and stuff, and maybe like an hour or 2 later, because I called like at 8, maybe like at 9 or 10, it probably wasn't even that long. It was maybe like 9 something. I had got the pre-plan to go back right where I just left to pick up a loaded trailer. And I was like, okay, yes, it's perfect. Like, I took like an hour or 2 nap, just like I did a split, because I didn't drive that much that day after I dropped off that loaded trailer. So I did a split, went to sleep for like an hour or 2, got back up. I still seen a lot of Stevens, and I'm like, okay, some of these company drivers, some of them contractors, and with me being a contractor, I'm like, it's time for me to go. Like, you know, I ain't trying to play. It's the weekend. I'm trying to finish my week strong because my miles, they weren't looking too good at first, but that load where I called, that helped me get that close to 3,000 miles. So yeah, when you company, also I noticed, when you contractor, I noticed the checks are a little bigger just because now you have to pay taxes. So you got to worry about, you know, paying taxes out of pocket on your own type. You pay quarterly, and I don't know how much I'm gonna owe or whatever, but I do know that, you know, in January I'll have to pay some taxes. Either I pay and overpay and I got back pay, or they say I owe a certain amount, I underpaid. So that, you know, that's in January, and after that we'll have quarterly pay. Versus when you company, you know, you get paid less and they gonna take the taxes. So normally when I was company, I was getting like, I would say 800 to like 1,600, and the 1,600 it was like every now and then, but I knew how to work enough miles where I get at least 1,000 to like 12, 13, but it still was like an up and down, so it's not a guaranteed I get 12 or 11. And then they didn't tell me this, more so I never heard of this being a thing when I was a company driver, that pretty much as contractor they send an email out like, hey, you want to know how much you gonna make this week? You can always ask for like an estimate pretty much on Monday or Tuesday before you get paid, so you can kind of see your check ahead of time. So I've been doing that a lot lately, so I can kind of plan out where I'm gonna send certain money or whatever. Yeah, so I noticed that. I'm like, that's cool, so I can know ahead of time, okay, this week I made this. I pretty much got like 5 more days till it be like 30-day review, and I'm just doing it now because ain't too much gonna change. I understood the method of how everything works, how to make my money. I still get layover and detention and stuff like that, so ain't nothing really changed. I still get all that, I just get paid more. It's more so over here about managing your money. And when it comes to fuel, like, if you don't, you know, do it right, you can either lose a lot of money on your check, or I don't even know if it's a lose a lot, because the most I lost was probably like $100 or $200, and not even lost because it's what you spent. Because yeah, they gonna use the company card and they gonna cover your loaded miles, and you know, if you running your truck right, that should be enough. But sometimes you might need a little bit more. So it been times where I did get a little bit more gallons just to make sure, you know, this trip is good. And then with the DEF, you have to pay for your own DEF, so that'll come out the check or whatever. But it's nothing crazy or whatever. Just don't fill up every time you go to a pilot or whatever. Like, you don't have to fill up. Sometimes you fill up, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you put 50 gallons, you know, stuff like that. You know, you could do the math for how much money-wise they giving you for this trip and how much you want to spend and stuff like that. You can either save money or you can spend more money. Some weeks I might spend more, and then the next week I spend less on gas, so I get that money back. Whatever I don't spend, they'll pretty much just give it to you on your check. So I mean, I like it. Trying to see what else can I say, because it's a lot of this stuff in the contractor that I actually like I can go anywhere for real. You even get to take your truck home as a company contractor. Company, they don't want to take their truck home. The only difference is, I say, as long as you got a trailer on your tractor, you got to drop this tractor off for sure. I mean, you got to drop this trailer off for sure. But if you just got your tractor, they'll do something where they take your tablet, like kind of, I guess, put something in where they detach it, and you don't have to worry about your time and stuff messing up while you drive, but take your truck home. So that's the benefit of being contractor. You can accept and decline loads or however you want to do it out here. My main thing, I really don't be, I can say I really don't be declining loads, because my main thing, as long as I can stay busy, that $500 mile load, it might give me something that's $1,200 right after. Like, so, you know, you gotta, sometimes you might have to take a little load to get a bigger load. Sometimes when you decline loads, you might not get a load that day, or you might you might can call 3-4 hours later and you get a better load, and then sometimes you might not get a load till the next day. So it's just one of those, like, I look at it as, if I can drive every day, why not, you know? Also, I would say, what else? Because I'm telling y'all, it's so much I could talk about with this contractor life. Some people like it, some people don't. When I first got into it, I was asking plenty of questions, getting all the ups and downs. So some people got good experience, some people got bad experience. And based on my experience, I mean, it been good to me. I would say everybody like to talk about that first check. So that first check, you don't have to worry about the lease. They give you fuel bonus and stuff like that. So your first check normally is a lump sum of money, so you'll be good. Some people get $2,000, some people get $3,000, some people get $4,000. However, like my first week, I treated the truck like I still was a company driver. I still was getting my miles. I'm running. I ended up getting basically like 37, so 3,700 my first week or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, that's good. And just don't let that first check determine what you think you're gonna get paid. Because now I have to, well, I didn't think this, but I just knew the lease wasn't coming out and stuff like that. So my second, third, fourth week, that's when I knew, like, okay, this what consistently I can make if I do this. You know, as a company driver, sometimes, you know, it be up and down, but as a contractor, you can kind of call and work stuff out. Like, you know, hey, you got somewhere going this way, that way, this much miles. You know, I'm trying to maximize my miles before the weekend. So, I mean, I actually enjoy it. I would think the hardest part, I'm really thinking, I'm probably gonna be my taxes. I gotta figure that out. I know I probably missed something, because with me not putting my notepad out and me just freestyling, I know I'll be missing something. But I mean, whatever I miss, y'all know it's gonna be in the next video, so it'll be, you know, not too crazy. Trying to see, because right now I'm pretty much in my sleeper. I've been in my sleeper for like 30 minutes, so I just got a message. I'm on hold. I know what the hold is for. They gotta fix my camera, but I mean, I told them, you know, see if I can get it fixed when I get back pretty much to the yard, because I'm gonna be back soon. Yeah, I think I got like a week left in the truck, and I'll be right back at the yard, so y'all can fix the camera, replace it for me. Cause you're gonna be paying for all this stuff out here or whatever. When you see your truck lease, it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. I think my truck itself is like seven something. Insurance like 200. So then you pay for all the other small stuff. So it'll add up to like probably 11, 12. It just depends. But I mean, as long as you running your truck and getting your miles and stuff, it ain't gonna be a, you know, big thing. If you like to, you know, chill, where you just get like maybe 1,500, 2,000 miles, then you might want to stay company. I ain't gonna cap, because you ain't gonna probably be making no money as far as a contractor, you know. I don't know. I hope this video is gonna either determine if you're gonna be a contractor or not. Dang, I think something bit me on my feet. I don't know how it bit me through my socks, so I need to go put some alcohol on my feet. But yeah, other than that, like the video, drop any questions, anything down below, comments, something. If I miss something, just know I'm making a video soon about stuff that I did miss, and stuff you do want to know and stuff like that. Just drop it down below and I'll answer your questions on these videos. We're on the road to drop 100 videos, and I need like 30 more questions or 30 more comments or something. I'll just try to respond. I see y'all actually liked it. I don't know if that's a word, liked it with the D, liked with a D. I see y'all like the floor mats. That's perfect. Like, it's kind of crazy because I end up going to like Laredo, and it rained and stuff in Texas, so man, that y'all was muddy. And with these floor mats, it's easy to clean and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's perfect, because I don't really be wanting my truck to be dirty for real. Like, I don't know, like, I like to, anytime I see any dirt, I like to vacuum or wipe some down where I don't be liking that dirty stuff. So hopefully, you know, y'all get some mats. Yeah, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next video. It's your boy Sugar again. I'm out. Peace.